We're going to be discussing today, ladies and gentlemen, the Fractal Bitcoin projects that's going to go live when Fractal Bitcoin goes live. The earlier projects of that, trust me guys, you don't want to miss this one. We're going to be dropping some mega alpha for everybody today. We're going to be talking about Uni Worlds. We got SatsPump.Fun. We got the Honzomomo, whatever. It's going to be a good one, guys. So come join us here and find out what projects are actually going to be live on Fractal Bitcoin, which actually goes live next month. That's Fractal Bitcoin itself, the framework. These projects are going to be entering that market as well. And people are asking me, hey, besides pizza, besides Sats, what else is out there? Well, make sure you keep it locked and loaded here to the Smart Money channel, because we do got tomorrow's newspapers today. I'm going to be sharing you the headlines for tomorrow's newspapers right now. Francis Dhun, Uncensored. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. You are back at the Smart Money channel once again. We're coming at y'all live today, simulcasting on YouTube and good old Twitter. Make sure you share these links. It's going to be a doozy. Wow, I got a very exciting presentation for you guys today. You know, we've already spoke about Sats and pizza, but let's talk about the projects, the newer ones, the initial ones that's going to Fractal. People are asking me, they're like, hey, you know, it's great that how, you know, you're covering FB, but what about the projects at the grassroots level? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be covering today. Let me just make sure we are live, and we are simulcasting here. We are on Twitter. Make sure you guys go on over to the live chat on Twitter and do chime in. I would love to hear your comments, questions, concerns, and or replies as well, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see here. And yep, we are on YouTube as well. What's up? We have Count in the house. We got 14 Hellraiser. We got Obi-Wan. We got Benjamin. Everything is locked. Everything is loaded. What's up, Andrew? What's up? I remember you, man. I remember you. It's been a while. It's been a while. As I said, you guys are in for an absolute treat here today. So enough with the chit-chatter. Let's carry on with the program. But oh yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification buttons as well, so you don't miss out on valued pack info like this. Cool. Okay, so this is Honzomomo. Happy Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. Hanzomomo. I completely effed up at the beginning, but you know what I mean. It's all fun. It's all good games here. Anyway, so Hanzomomo, this is the first ordinal collection on Fractal Bitcoin. Okay. We will just try launch in September. So they appear to be launching, you know, in September, right? I think if you want to really be the first of whatever that may be, the first this, the first that, the first, in this case, ordinal collection, well, chances are you want to kind of deploy that token and get it out there as soon as possible, right? Well, in this case, the ordinal collection, that is, and get that created over there on Fractal and do your thing. It's limited information in regards to how much pieces are in this collection, and you know, well, here we go, 10,000 people. Well, that's the community, yeah, not necessarily the actual pieces. So they've been growing very fast. You know, 11.8k followers. When I first saw them, they were around, like, say, I think 1,500, something like that. So people are definitely following them, and they're growing. So that's always a good thing. Haven't really seen any real mentions just yet, but they seem to be very legitimate here. So I would say if you're into that kind of, like, you know, the art, and you want to get the first collection, and, you know, that's your thing, that's your hustle, that's your gig, by all means, you might want to check out Honzomomo, right? Hopefully they do some spaces, there's more clarity on how people can get involved, etc., etc. But you guys know how I do it, and I am definitely a token guy. But before we get to that, let's talk about the first, you know, application, ladies and gentlemen, to go live on Fractal Bitcoin. Many of you may already know this by now, and maybe some of you don't know this, but Uniworlds is it's a metaverse, it's a game, depending on what your definition is. It's a shared 3D environment, okay? This is like the most reputable project application that is going live on Fractal, okay? 100% legit. It's actually, you know, as we read this here, Binance is reporting on them too. Very interesting. As I sip my coffee here. You know, as Binance Square reports, Uniworlds complete seed round financing led by Unisat. According to Blockbeats, on August 9th, Uniworlds, a Bitcoin ecosystem gaming infrastructure, announced the completion of its seed round financing led by Unisat. The specific amount raised in this round has not been disclosed just yet. So, how do I see this? I see this like, well, we have Uniworlds, okay, cool, that is backed and invested by Unisat, okay, cool, and then Unisat is backed and invested by Binance. And now we have here Binance Square reporting Uniworlds. So there is, that's a nice strong connection over there. There is a correlation there. So, this is just to show you, to present to you, hey, look, Unisat is aware of them fully because they're also investing. So they'll want to see this do good, Uniworlds. And I think, look, let's be honest here, right? If you don't have much funding, maybe you have your own funding, but at some point that money might run out. It appears that Uniworlds seems to be well-equipped, well-funded here, well-supported, right? You can't really say that how Binance Square is supporting them, but they are covering it. They are reporting on it. I don't think there's many other outlets that's really covering Uniworlds right now, but Binance is. Does that mean something? Well, I don't know. I'll leave that up to you to decide, okay? And if you want to know more about Uniworlds, I highly recommend you come on over to uniworlds.io. Empower your world with sovereign crypto assets. List on, and, they have, Magic Eden and these various marketplaces like Unisat and even OKEX wallet. Hold on. Let me just see something here. Okay, cool. My bad. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we went over this here. This is the website. Come check it out. I'm not going to read every single piece of information here for you. We got some exciting. By the way, the best project, in my opinion, is near the end, or the one that may interest you the most is the last one. So make sure you stay here till the very end if you want that alpha. Okay, so back to Uniworlds. So there's something called a Key of Destiny. You guys can come on over here and take a look at this. This has to do with their metaverse, and we'll get to the Medium post on, what's the use case of these various different keys. Now, if you've been following me, you should already know by now. I made a tweet about this, I don't know, maybe about a month ago, saying I was going to buy some. I copped 10. It was at the time at 0.00, I don't know, 3 something, I think. Now it's about 0.0049, 0.005 for one, okay? And this is your way of getting a piece of Uniworlds, right? And these keys here, as they tell us in this, lengthy Medium post, right here you get, these governance rights, right? Uniworlds, a macro complex yet micro simplistic confluence of gaming. You also get something like mining rights as well, okay? The mining rate curve for the Titan keys is envisioned to grow exponentially. And a couple of other cool little perks here if you decide to go and cop a key. Access to premier development resources and tools, okay? That's very important. Studio and app beta testing and governance privileges, et cetera, et cetera. So that's to give you a little bit more context on, if you get this, well, that's what it has to deal with, right? That's the utility it's tied into, all those various different things. And once again, I feel as though the metaverse, it is going to be a thing one day. It is going to be a thing. I see my kids playing Roblox all the time now. They're not on 2D applications like us old people here on Twitter and on YouTube. They're not into that kind of stuff. They're not. They like to go hang out in these damn worlds. It's like I'm literally seeing it for myself, from my daughter. So I can only speak from experience, and I think that's just going to, grow into the newer generation, right? Things always evolve and change, so if Uniworlds could do this and pull it off and give the resources, like they say, the tools for people to build within here, I think it's going to do good, and, Unisat's backing them too, so they definitely got a good support system around them, okay? Cool. Now, let's talk about one that may seem very obvious, right? So far we went over our people over here, okay, which is the first ordinal collection, which is Honzomomo, and we just went over, right, if you're now joining, Uniworlds. Cool, and you can pick up the keys on Magic Eden if you're interested in that or not. Now, let's talk about something that may seem a little bit obvious here, which is Fractal Bitcoin in itself, guys. Yes, that's also a new sort of like token going on Fractal, okay, because Fractal ain't live as yet, so that's also new. And we need to talk about this because it's giving me BNB vibes, okay, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Cool. So Fractal Bitcoin, okay, you should know this by now. I've been preaching this for the last 2.5 months or so. Fractal is the only Bitcoin scaling solution that uses Bitcoin core code itself to recursively scale unlimited layers on top of Bitcoin, okay? So essentially, this is the framework that these applications are going on, and they too have their own native token Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. And this is all the different features that it's going to be utilizing. The proof of work SHA-256. We got the cadence mining, the 30-second block confirmation. You can bridge over these BRCs, runes, whatever, etc., etc. Okay, so the native token is FB. And I'm going to tell you guys why the FB token really does fascinate me. Okay, and let me share this here. Where is it? End of the tweet. Yeah, I think it's right here. Okay, sorry, right here. So FB enables transaction fees. Okay, this appears to be, as you can see, enable transaction fees, access to nodes and services, project launchpads, layers on top of Fractal and ecosystem stewardship. Okay, so the main thing that points out to me over there is what? Is the transaction fees. Now, on the next slide, we're going to get to that. They don't really speak of these numbers, but I'm hearing people say this, right? I can't confirm this for certain, but it appears this is the case. It appears this is factual, that 50% of the supply will be mined. Okay? So it will be slowly released, or, it works out to be, according to this next page right here, right? That was released by the team, and I am blocking it. It says, point number 7, starting from the second block, each block will produce 25 FB with 8 decimal places remaining unchanged. Okay? So what does that mean? That now means that how these will be slowly mined. 50% is what I was told from, a reputable source, is how much of the supply will be mined. Unless that documentation is somewhere out there in the public, I don't know. I just didn't see it. In preparation for this presentation, I didn't see it. This is I truly believe this. And again, I don't own any FB. This is me speaking from an unbiased standpoint here. Okay? This is anybody's for the takings, right? You guys have an advantage just as much as me. I'm just sharing my thoughts with you, my research, and where my data is pointing, like I did with the past things that turned out to be pretty damn good. So this is giving me BNB-like vibes. When I first saw BNB, okay, in right here, oh my God, I'm blocking it again. Let me go like this. Hold on. Yeah. When I first saw BNB 7 years ago, this was my first ever YouTube video. This is my YouTube channel. Okay, you see my face over there. That's my old intro. This is my first ever YouTube video, and what I covered here was Binance when it was at $1. Okay, 7 years ago, Francis Dhun. Let me give it a like, because that freaking aged damn well nicely. Okay, 7 years ago. This is August 15th. Yo, bro, that's almost exactly 7 years ago. Off by 2 days. Today's the 17th. But we got on August 15th of 2017, I presented Binance, and it was at $1. And I'll tell you why I am fascinated here with this particular, token here. Because with Binance at the time, this was when exchanges like, say, Bittrex, Poloniex were out. They were the go-tos, and they didn't have a token out. So this was like the first exchange to come out with a token, and then I loved how they were doing the buyback and burn. I freaking love that, and that's exactly what I spoke about in this video 7 years ago, right? So I'm seeing similar things now with, like, say, the whole FB token having a different approach where it's going to be mined out like that, and they're also, it's almost like the direction is changing where, you're having this framework that almost mirrors the properties of Bitcoin with all the things I just mentioned, but with the necessary enhancements and tweaks to give it a sustainable, way to facilitate tokens, at a scalable manner, right? So we got the 30-second block confirmations and, all those other things. I truly believe that could, like, proliferate to be something special, and give it about, if you got a 5-year, 4-year window and you want to see BNB-like gains like I showed you guys in my first YouTube video, I honestly believe, and mind you, I don't own these fucking tokens, bro. I don't. I'm just speaking from the heart here. I think it has a really good, token performance, lifespan ahead of it, if you will, in my humbled opinion. Okay? Now, let's kind of switch it up a little bit here, and let's hit up, something else, which is pizza. That's the 5 byte ticker BRC20. If you have any questions, leave that in the live chat. I'll come there very shortly to see what you guys are talking about. But make sure you stay here till the very end, because the best project, in my opinion, is in the end. And it's a new one going to Fractal Bitcoin. So this is Lorenzo, who is the founder of Unisat. Like, he is literally head honcho over there. And in this paragraph, you guys probably already saw it, there's a reference of which will become Fractal Swap or probably Pizza Swap, okay? So a lot of people got this airdrop, and Pizza is actually performing very well. Very, very well since that came out, right? So you can see, you can see that. So 46% is up in the last 7 days. Last 14 days is 25%. So something like Pizza, when the announcement is made, and if it actually becomes a swap, like a Fractal Swap or a Pizza Swap, as alluded to in that paragraph, that's something you might want to look into when it comes to the token, right? Because when these things go live and people start to use those tokens, whether that's Pizza, and we're going to get to our next one, like right here, Sats over here, that's when you'll see that start to go up. Now, I want to bring something to your attention over here, which kind of conflicts with what Lorenzo says, right? And again, maybe things are changing. This is an older Medium post that was posted by the Unisat team, as you can see up here. And it says, the similarities of them are that both are based on BRC20 protocol and use BRC20 sats as the gas fee. And what they're alluding to is the two different swaps, okay? So you're going to have one on module 1, which is, on layer 1, which is called a module swap, okay? And then you're going to also have one, as you can see right here, a swap on layer 1. Then you're going to also have one on Fractal Swap, which is on Fractal Bitcoin, okay? And this is where they tell us right here, sats will be both. So do we see an instance where there may be multiple decentralized exchanges or swap dexes on Fractal Bitcoin? That very well could be a possibility. Because now I just showed you, they were speaking of sats being the gas token for Fractal Swap, okay? And I just showed you that they're talking about or hinting or teasing that Pizza could potentially be something in a Pizza Swap. So would there be multiple dexes? We don't know. We just gonna have to do our research and try to piece the puzzles and put them together and, formulate our own conclusion. All right? Let's carry on here. So yeah, Sats is another one, right? And this has been arguably performing. This is the best performing token on the Bitcoin period within the last little bit, like the last month or so. It just got to be, so, right? It's been performing pretty damn good, maybe 3 months, right? It's been up and down. So yeah, I would say this is something you guys should definitely consider too, because this is probably the consensus where it's going to be the gas token. But that's old news. But let's talk about something very damn exciting, guys. It is SatsPump.Fun. Wow. These guys are running away with it right now. I saw them at maybe 1,500 followers. They're currently sitting at 7,220. This product makes a lot of sense to me as well, coming to Bitcoin. And, I'm going to explain that to you guys. Why? So, on layer 1, right, there's no real liquidity pools. There's some camps doing it. Let's say they are liquidity pools. Let's say there is programmability. I mean, people are talking about it. Is it really programmability right now on layer 1? I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's really working properly if that's the case, because people will be using it. Now, you cannot get away with a product like in this case, SatsPump.Fun or like a Pump.Fun on layer 1. Why? Because you need them fast freaking damn blocks and you need that cheap transaction fees. You just don't have it, even with the programmability. Now, when you come to say like a Fractal Bitcoin that has all 4, fast blocks, cheap fees, programmability, scalability, security, all these things, you could actually have a full-fledged living, breathing product like a Pump.Fun. Okay, and to make matters even more bullish, they're talking about the first and largest BRC20 airdrop incoming, okay, right here, which was received mighty well. Over 580 likes, retweets, just under 100 comments, the views is up there. And why is that important is because they actually understand if you're going on a token standard or framework, you want to reward token holders. I think what we saw in the past where, the likes of, and as I pull it up over here, Ordi, didn't get anything with the latest airdrop when Ruins was going live. Sats, massive community. Pizza, very massive community. Big shout out to the Sats Hunters. Shint, good community over there. The OGs, Wizard, Honk, Rats, Bitmap, etc., etc. These guys never got a token airdrop. Like I'm talking about in terms of from various different categories and communities of a BRC20 camp. They may have gotten an airdrop because from that community, because they're part of it, but being part of a third-party airdrop for BRC20 tokens, they never got that. Runes went to art guys, right? Like you had 3 ordinals art in your wallet, and then you got the dog. Cool. But what about the actual people who adopted tokens on Bitcoin? It wasn't art. It was the likes of Ordi, Sats, Pizza, Shint, Wizard, and all these other camps here. So they say how to qualify for this. First and largest BRC20 airdrop. You hold $300 worth of one of the following tokens. So you can have $300 worth of Ordi, Sats, Pizza, Shint, Wizard. Have that in your Unisat wallet, and you will get this meme coin. Okay, guys. But the bullish news does not end there. SatsPump.Fun appears to be partnering with the first app on Fractal Bitcoin, which is Uniworlds, which gives them more credibility. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give that a like, by the way. And let me just make sure that is the official account. And it is the official Uniworlds_IO account. And right there, 208 likes. So that is from their account, okay, guys? That is not fake news. Right there, you can see, follows me, I follow them, 34K. So now they're getting themselves acclimated, all right? But what about the website? What does the website tell us? So we see this picture over here. It's showing, I guess, some guy brewing up a storm or some mad scientist or something. He's cooking, let's just say. You got the popular ones like Billy, Ordi, Pups, Pizza, Meme, Sats, Wizard, memes on Bitcoin. It's like they're trying to tell us over here, who's going to create the next 100x, 1000x meme coin or token on Bitcoin, right? SatsPump.fun is the first of its kind platform on Bitcoin that leverages the sophisticated technology of Fractal Bitcoin to offer safe, easy, fast, secure, and scalable token launches through liquidity pools. And they tell us a bit more over here about fair launch mitigation, migration of liquidity and LP burning, rug-proof trading. And that's what I want to bring up. So we need LPs desperately to work in a fast way and a reasonably cheap way. It doesn't have to be dirt cheap, but reasonably cheap, okay? And also reasonably fast. It doesn't have to be a lightning speed fast. But what comes with the liquidity pools? Well, that presents rug pulls. So we fix one problem. It's kind of like you go to your doctor. Maybe you got some sort of I don't know what the heck you got, some sort of pain of some description. He gives you this remedy. You take the remedy, it relieves the pain, but then you all of a sudden get joint pain. It's a side effect. So the side effect of liquidity pools is what? Well, the potential for people to pull the liquidity, also known as pull the rug, right? And yeah, if you look at the Bitcoin ecosystem right now, 99% of the tokens are memes. And the reason why it's on a standstill is because, you don't have this liquid way to trade. You don't have this way to go in and out. You know what I mean? And it's slow. So that's where we're going to see. This is why things are on a pause, and it's rare to trade over here. No matter what you want to say. Who the fuck is going to go to OpenSea and trade tokens on OpenSea? Would you ever do that? So why would you expect the rest of the world to do that, right? So that's what we're going to see over here. And I think this is going to proliferate the way it normally is familiarly experienced on other chains and other frameworks. So right here, this is a really cool product market fit, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And I will come on over to the live chat very shortly. By the way, they're teasing us the damn UI. So this just came out not too long ago. Just this morning, August 17th. And the UI looks damn freaking spanking smooth. Smooth like a baby's butt. SatsPump.fun will be the ultimate degen playground on Bitcoin you all deserve. As you know, we pump sats for fun. You want to test it. And I can kind of open this up, I guess, for you. I'll just give that a refresh. I think I had it playing in the picture. Yeah, right here. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger for you. And as you can see, right, to me, this looks very sleek, very organized, very user friendly, at least from like, the specific parameters and metrics that's, populating here. Okay, so the pairs, this represents 53 minutes. This coin was live. Obviously, the ticker, the logo, the full name of it. It's this person's following, right? The market cap is at 12,000. There's bonding curves that needs to cross a certain amount, etc., etc. Okay, so these guys are cooking. They're cooking, and here's the order books of the pairs on how it may look on their website before the bonding curve is hit. And there's a chat. So this is really kind of like, it's much bigger than a meme coin launchpad. If you're not familiar with Pump.Fun, it's really like a social media platform, right? A casino, if you will. All right, guys. And I will be coming to the live chat very shortly. So one thing we need to understand, this is not going to cut the mustard. We had enough of this. This is why BRC20 handbook was called an experiment. The experimentation and the experiments are over. Now it's time for the main freaking event. All right? And the season opens in September. It appears it might be September 1st too. And we're talking about Fractal Bitcoin. It's time for part 2, season 2 of Bitcoin, trading tokens on Bitcoin. Is your ass ready? Okay? I hope it is. And this is something what we need more of a liquidity pool format. So, let me head on over to the chat and see what you guys got for me. Are you ready to make them gains? You guys know, the people on YouTube, you guys know, this. I've literally hit, I'm not saying that's going to happen this year, but every year I've been active in crypto, I hit at least 100x. Okay? 2017 was Icon. 2018 was freaking, I forget what. I mean, the videos are there. Some freaking leverage trading platform thing. We had all of these coins, the BRC20 craze of last year, right? This year was BAMP, did 80x. Didn't really, hit the 100x number. But I feel as though, that time might be coming soon in Q4. Just when the year is ending, the crypto gods is going to bless me with opportunities in the Fractal Bitcoin ecosystem. So that's where I'm going to be looking to hit my next 100x, right? Any new ecosystem that works, that has functional, technology development, it's tangible, it's something of substance, it solves a real problem, normally 9 times out of 10 presents opportunities, okay? So, let's see what happens over here. What you guys got for me in the live chat? You forgot to claim your pizza. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. It's okay. It's okay, broski. There are some more opportunities coming your way within the next 3 weeks or so, a month. Any TG for FB? Are you trying to rhyme? I would say that they didn't say anything on that, but one would expect, right? The moment it goes live, you're going to need FB. So there will be pools created, I believe, like liquidity pools, and people can buy it. People are going to need it for some form of transactions. One would expect it's for facilitating transactions, maybe outside of the DEX, right? So maybe it's like wallet to wallet and any other transactions that does not require the DEX. We are on the cusp of new innovation. I am for innovation in Bitcoin. How about you? I don't care if I own bags or not. As long as it's going to mature the industry and innovate it and bring us the technology that's required for us to do our thing, I'll support it all day long. Yeah, people were asking me about Quack. I am bullish on Quack. They got the biggest pool currently right now when it comes to BRC20s, and that pool is going to be migrated over to Fractal, so I am very bullish on them indeed. And that's the Domo Ducks guys. Hunter says, Mr. Infinity Hex. Cool. Sir, I keep sending you emails. I actually have somebody who checks my emails. That's not me. Okay? So I will communicate with them. Holdings only Shint tokens are also NFTs. According to the tweet, Martin, they said the Shint tokens. Remember, this is an incentive for token holders, right? This is for people who are into tokens, who hold tokens. And I think that's how an airdrop should be conducted, okay? If you're going to be, if the main, purpose of this new framework, that being Fractal Bitcoin, is to have tokens traded in a more, tradable circumstances with faster blocks and etc. Well, I think this should go to token holders. So yeah, definitely is that. Okay, what else we got here, guys? Yeah, guys, listen, I didn't claim pizza either. I actually scooped some from the market, so we're in the same boat. what valuation could you realistically see SatsPump token hitting? Well, let's put it like this. I feel as though the amount of people that were using inscription tools, right, in the early days of BRC20s and even runes, it was quite a number of people. The volume was high for that. And what does that mean? That now means that how people wanted to create their own tokens, right? And that's why they were going there. Like, the beautiful thing about creating assets on Bitcoin is you don't need to have any developer knowledge or anything. You go to a website like sathunter.com, and after a few clicks, 5, 6, 7 clicks, you created your own damn token supply, right? And that was great at the time being because you couldn't get rugged because now you are literally selling in an NFT marketplace. There's no liquidity pool to pull to get rugged, okay? So now I feel as though with the advent of liquidity pools in a fast trading way, a cheap and fast trading way, on Fractal Bitcoin is going to have the same user base we saw going to these inscription tools, but on, platforms like a SatsPump.Fun. Because why? People don't want to get rugged. And you're going to see a shit ton, one would think, a shit ton of these sort of tokens being created. So if you want to start to invest into these tokens now on Bitcoin, normally you'll just see, okay, what's the max mint? Was it a fair mint? Was it all these things? When you're using something like a Pump.Fun, the person who creates a token does not hold the entire supply, okay? And, everybody has to buy in the same way. And the LP tokens are burnt, so you cannot get rugged. So, yeah, I think this is like another, how do you say it? It's going to transcend the market into that, and this is why a product like, a SatsPump.Fun is going to be needed 100%. This is the degen playground, okay? Tokens on Bitcoin is mad degen-y. I would argue there's more degens with tokens on Bitcoin than there is on Solana. Not in terms of number, but in terms of the passion. There's more degens in that regard here. Like, dude, if you don't mind waiting fucking 15 minutes and you're trading tokens like an NFT, you are a fucking degenerate. Okay? So that's what I mean. I think there's more hardcore degens here than there are on Solana. Because Solana degens don't even put up with this bullshit. Slow and expensive blocks, getting front-runned. You know what I mean? Like if it's normal. So, yeah, I think it's going to be needed. And if that's the same sentiment that other people think, and I've been here from day one, I've experienced it firsthand, I could speak from a trader, a user experience. I think other people will think the same way. So, yeah, definitely. I think it's, it has mad potential. Mad potential. Okay, what else we got here? Future of track. This is not the channel to ask that question. I have no freaking clue, bro. I have no clue. What else we got here? Sir, please check this project come to Fractal. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Never heard of those guys. What about Runes and Merlin Chain? Yeah, good question. I would say this. I mean, I think I've been trying to tell you guys, warn you about Runes. I've been waving that flag, right? That red flag. I'm like the guy on the island, and you're in the plane, and your destination is Runes, and I'm like, hey, do you not want to go there? You see me on the island fucking looking at you in the sky, right? So it's well documented, my sentiment on Runes, and I'm not going to speak about that here because I'm sure you guys already heard that. But when you talk about Merlin Chain, look, Merlin Chain did amazing things. Jeff is doing amazing things over there, and I feel as though those chains still have their use case where, it still offloads a lot of the congestion from layer 1, and people could choose where they want to go and trade at a higher, faster pace, and cheaper pace as well. And Merlin Chain is still an option over there. Now, there were some little issues with connecting the MetaMask, and I don't know how, if people took that well, the users didn't really take that well. But at the end of the day, I think if it wasn't for Merlin Chain, we wouldn't see the likes of these other iterations come to market like Fractal Bitcoin, who could be, serve the market in different ways, right? So one thing about Jeff that you have to respect is taking, when all of those assets were bridged across, risking that and having confidence in the security mechanism that was intact to hold on to these assets, right? There was a lot of FUD there, and he delivered back those assets seamlessly without any flaws. So I think other camps who are trying to build similar things later after him learned a lot from Jeff and Merlin Chain, bro. So please, let's respect that man's work and what those guys did. But I just think Fractal Bitcoin presents, different things. And it's great to have options. We all could coexist, bro. So that's what I would say about, Fractal Bitcoin. Let me head on over to the Twitter. Yeah, do we got people here in the Twitter chat? Letting that load up. Okay, cool. All right. So that's what we're talking about over here, guys. What else y'all got for me? If you're now joining this live stream, I see on YouTube, you guys are coming in a little bit late. Believe you me, you want to rewind back that, that little, what do you call it? The scrubber or whatever it's called. Go back a little bit and check out the last project and all these projects here, as a matter of fact. Do you want to get in early? Do you want to get in before the crowd? Do you want to seek value before the rest of the market agrees something's valuable? Well, this very well might be your chance to do just that. What is the future of NFTs on Fractal? I would be honest with you. I feel as though that Fractal Bitcoin was designed not specifically for, art or NFTs or whatever you want to call it, but it was actually designed for tokens. So would there be a market for that? Absolutely. I think so, right? If something has a network effect, it could, have a full booming ecosystem of all kinds of different products. And, ordinals and NFTs isn't no exception. And as the people join in, I'm going to have to go over this once again. All right? So we're talking about, in particularly, for the people who are coming in late, so I do see a crowd coming, SatsPump.Fun, the first and largest BRC20 airdrop incoming on Fractal Bitcoin to these particular holders, which is Ordi, Sats, Pizza, Shint, Wizard, Honk. This is going to be a very massive airdrop. I don't know what the wallet's addresses is, but I could imagine a couple 100,000, maybe 150,000, 300K, something like that. Okay? That's going to be huge, and these people really do deserve that. Okay? We talked about the partnership that they did over here, I believe, with Uniworlds. Right here. Massive. This is the most reputable application on Fractal Bitcoin that's invested by Unisat. Okay? So that's huge. We know Unisat's behind Fractal Bitcoin. If you didn't know, now you do. This is the SatsPump.fun website, and they're showing us, this sort of like subliminal images. So to kind of like tell you, hey, what's going to be the next big meme? We've seen memes blow up on BRC20, and that was already. Okay, that was also memes on Bitcoin. That was also Sats. Well, Sats is not really a meme. Then we saw memes blow up on Runes, which is Billy, which is Pups. What memes are going to blow up on Fractal Bitcoin? Because they ain't going to stop now. Especially with liquidity pools, fast blocks, cheap fees. It's just going to grow even more. So that's what they're telling us over there. And they showed us the UI, which looks pretty damn good in my humble opinion, right over here. So if you don't know about SatsPump.fun, go on over. And there are other projects too. Okay? Honzomomo, the first ordinal collection. Okay? I showed you guys Uniworlds. This is for the people who are now joining. The first app to go live on Fractal Bitcoin, which is a metaverse or a game, a shared 3D environment. We're also talking about the FB token, which is the native token for Fractal Bitcoin. 50% of that, I believe, will be mined. We also went over the pizza, which was hinted here by Lorenzo, who is the founder of Unisat, that there may be a pizza swap that's going to bring massive utility for this token and drive the price up like it's already doing right now. 7 days, it's up 46%. Okay, and we'll talk about Sats as well, and SatsPump.fun, ladies and gentlemen, who are now joining us. Okay, what are the questions that we got here? Sham says, I'm pretty excited about Fractal, and you should be. You should be. Do you think that doing things in the testnet phase would be important for upcoming eventual Fractal? Yeah, great question, Vlad. So people were asking me about, is there an airdrop coming for Fractal Bitcoin? I don't think there is, but there might be a small chance that there is. Okay? So essentially, if you tried out the testnet, which was like, I don't know, last week or something, and in about 2 days, hold on, let me bring it up. Fractal FRACTL. Okay, let's go like this. In 2 days and 3 hours, the testnet will be back up and running on block 21,000, okay? But if you had a chance to test out this testnet before this ticker, went live, this timer countdown rather went live, you probably noticed at the end there was a point system. I think you get 1, 2, and 3 points, something like that. Whether you deployed on the testnet a BRC20 token, whether you minted on the testnet a BRC20 token, and another metric. So that's where we are speculating there may be an airdrop. And when this testnet, comes down to 0 and we can actually test it out again, I'll most certainly do a video on that. But once again, that's just speculation. We don't know for certain. But hey, it doesn't hurt to try, right? At least you're safe in the knowledge that you might get a particular airdrop. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining. We got a nice crowd here on YouTube. It's been a while. I know you guys are home on a Saturday, twiddling your thumbs on the couch looking for the next alpha. Then you got the bell notification button start to ring off. It was me. That's correct. I'm coming with some alpha for y'all during this weekend. What else we got? Also, the AVM doesn't use any gas tokens, which makes it more credible and aligned with Satoshi Nakamoto's philosophy. Fractal just wants to make money. What do you think? I don't know. I mean, I actually beg to differ on that because, and I'll tell you why. Man, look. First of all, if anybody wants to make money, there's nothing wrong with making money. As long as you're solving a real problem and you're bringing value and you're creating innovation. Listen, guys, if there's any ecosystem that needs innovation the most, it's Bitcoin. And it's the hardest place to try to do this. So you have to have a real passion for this. You have to be willing to risk your own personal capital too at the beginning, like they did with the marketplace and took a huge risk on that. It was very uncool to talk about tokens on Bitcoin last year in 2023 in March when it first came out. Like when I was doing it, people were telling me it's a scam. They're telling me all these things. What did Unisat do? They went and they risked their own capital to build the required and necessary infrastructure around this market that was fucking weird, so let's give them respect on that. And if they want to make money, go ahead and make money as long as you're providing us with the infrastructure that's required in the future like they are right now. So I don't see a problem with them making money if they're giving us the the platform and framework to do what we need to do is how I should say it. There's nothing wrong in making money as long as you're giving value, bro. And when I saw Fractal Bitcoin, I was like, bro, what did I say about runes? Well, seriously, let's talk about runes as standard. Put your bias aside, put your bags aside, and let's look at the product. What has changed with runes to what's already existed on Bitcoin when it comes to tokens? Nothing. You're still listing your shit like an NFT. There ain't no real freaking liquidity pools. It's slow. It's not, cheap to trade. This is what people don't want to see. So when I see Fractal Bitcoin literally checking all those boxes, this is exactly what runes should have been in terms of the hype it had that it was going to change the way you experience trading tokens on Bitcoin forever. That was the narrative. Runes was the next big thing. It's going to be so different than what you already know, and it was nothing like that. It couldn't be further from the truth, right? That did not happen. So this is what I mean by, I don't think they're in it just for money, and I think if you're going to solve the problem, literally solve it, you deserve to make some fucking money, okay? So I'm all for them making money if this is what they're going to provide and if it works, right? So I guess we'll find out. This is my first day. Great information channel in advance. Love you from India, my guy. Respect. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate you. Will Domo Ducks qualify for the airdrop, you think? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They deserve it, though, if you ask me. They do deserve it for sure. Okay, please review. Yes, you asked me that already. I'll do that. Thanks for the reply. No worries, ladies and gentlemen. We got quite a nice crowd here. What are you guys coming late, man? Y'all don't miss out on this bad boy over here. A lot of people are bullish on this. And again, when I refresh my page, watch, this is probably going to go up. Let's see. The followers. And it went up. Dude, this account is just blowing up. So good for them. Good for them. I could only imagine they're being approached by so many people. Like, this tells me the rest of the market agrees with this type of product, this product fit here. You know, so I'm very bullish on SatsPump.fun, guys. Check them out. If you're now joining once again, the largest BRC20 airdrop incoming, which is their meme coin, Ordi, Sats, Pizza, Shint, Wizard, Honk, Rats, Bitmaps. Guys, imagine Bitmap never got any airdrop, okay? And I'm talking about the mainstream airdrop. Bitmap never got, and they're saying you need to hold 3 Bitmaps in your wallet if you want to get this airdrop, okay? Yeah, they also partner with Uni Worlds for the people not coming. This is their website, SatsPump.fun. Check it out. And here is a beautiful, beautiful UI on what you can expect. Obviously, they have their brand name here. I guess this is their slogan, "We pump sats for fun," and the various different meme coins that were launched on their platform over here. Cool, 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 cool. Go check them out, guys. All right. What else we got? Crack-a-lacking. Any other questions? Now is your chance to ask me. Yeah, gaming project on Fractal is Uniworlds, and it's backed by Unisat, okay? Unless you're referencing to something else. Yeah, Bell's coin looks very, 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 very fascinating. Very interesting. That's definitely something I'll be covering as well. It looks extremely fascinating. I think they're mining 100% of their supply, right? So that's pretty cool. Not too sure who's behind it, but the sound of it does seem very intriguing. Will you be able to mine Bitcoin, mine Fractal Bitcoin with a laptop, or will you need a lot of graphic card rigs? Very good question. I'm not getting into the mining personally, although people are asking me to do that. There is another camp out there that's going to be offering a service like a mining pool. They'll probably be better equipped to answer that question for you. But I would guess it's going to be like rigs, right? If you talk about mining, I would guess it's going to be like ASIC rigs and shit. Maybe there's going to be mining pools that you could enter if you don't have that technical know-how, or you just don't have the patience to hook up a rig. Yeah, so do be on the lookout for those guys too. What do you guys think? Are you guys bullish on these initial projects going live on Fractal Bitcoin, Uniworlds, the Ordinal Art Project? We pump sats for fun. Exactly. I know I am, for sure. Okie dokie, guys, we are at that point here on the 45-minute minute mark. So we went over these various projects for y'all, which is right over here. We got the Honzomomo, the first ordinal project. We have Uniworlds, which is the first game or metaverse that's backed by Unisat. And y'all know Unisat's backed by Binance. We also have the FB token. Make sure you get that, bro. I truly believe, like I did with my video here, my first ever YouTube video in 2017 on Binance Coin when it was at $1. I truly believe, bro, if everything works the way it works, FB, the native token of Fractal Bitcoin, could have similar gains within a 5-year span, okay? I truly believe that if you got that type of window to wait. Okay, we also went over pizza. That thing's popping off right now because of potential pizza swap, giving that token a massive use case. We also went over Sats. That'll be the gas token. SatsPump.fun seems to be like the early winner when it comes to new projects going live on the Fractal Bitcoin ecosystem. That's for sure. At least that's what the market's telling us, what they're following. Are they getting more followers? Let me give it a refresh. 7,254. What do we got here? Look at that. 7,260. Damn. All right, that looks like a hot one. Here's their website. Here's all the information. And I think you guys are covered. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than, till the next video, your ass is on your own, bro. Later.